It's better to have real solitude all by yourself.
Hola, mi amigos. Welcome to the official Loser Squad podcast. I'm here with Roy Sombers from the Somber Station.
Yeah.
And I'm here with Chris from
Hey, it's
Double
me,
D
Craig.
and,
How are you
everywhere.
guys?
And Chris and Craig.
Yes.
Thank you for doing what you do.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah. I'm
What
proud
does
of
he do?
everything I've done.
He
Everything.
records everything. I type in
Yes.
Craig join and then he
Oh,
records.
Yeah, I'm actually Craig. Like,
That's what we said.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to tell you guys I'm Craig, and that's what he meant last time. Yes.
We are Craig. I'm
Not so Craig.
Craig.
All right. So, you told us before the podcast started that what's it called? That you had a story.
I do have a story. It's you know, it's a story, and that's the way it works. So I'm gonna tell it. So I went out with my mom to go and get chocolate covered apples. I didn't know we were going to get chocolate covered apples. We got the chocolate covered apples. It was meh. We got pizza afterwards, and then we drove because we're in a little city.
Yeah.
Then we went to the big city. Now the big city near us in this area is full of hippies and homeless people and like drug addicts. And so we went there. We kind of walked around a little. I went to what was it? What was the ice cream place? Ben and Jerry's? No. Yeah, Ben and Jerry's. And I got myself a shake. Now, I walked out of the Ben and Jerry's and I see this woman on the street and this man on the street. Now, this woman and men were talking about something. We were walking by, not paying attention. Me and my mom were just walking past them, not noticing what the fuck they're doing. And we hear her say, "I'm about to get arrested." The woman, she says, "I'm about to get arrested." And I look to my mom, and my mom looks at me, and we're like, "What the fuck? Why would she say that?"
Because she's about to get arrested.
Why wouldn't she tell anybody that she's getting arrested?
I don't know, man. Then she says he's out about screaming and making a scene. We say, "No one is screaming right now. Why?" I didn't say this out loud. I was thinking it. "No one is screaming right now. Why would anyone get arrested for screaming?" Next thing I know, all right, what happens in the next scene is that we don't look behind us, and we are instead getting the fuck out of there. So we don't see the face of who the person is.
Yeah.
But this guy comes around the corner and starts screaming, all right? And saying, "Ugh, fuck you. Fuck you, bitch." And then next thing you know, I hear this. Fuck, my earphones fell off.
He's got earbuds.
And then we hear a big smack. We hear a big smack, and obviously, what my mom thought was that it was this guy screaming just slapped the shit out of this girl. So I look behind me, and these two buff ass motherfuckers, the one guy that I saw before, and this new guy who was screaming.
Yeah.
They're just brawling. They're just straight up brawling each
God.
other. He doesn't hit the woman. The woman is running at us. We
Running?
get the fuck out of there. Because she's like, I don't want to get caught up in the fucking two guys beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Now, it's weird. It's weird. Because we are fucking just speed walking our fucking ass out of there. Not looking behind us. I look behind us a second so I see the two guys squaring up. We get the fuck out of there. We go about maybe like 20 feet, go around the corner. We see the woman is just fucking booking it out of there. Then she stops and says and calls for someone to help.
Yeah.
Not us, but some dude. I think his name was like
Carl.
Carl, dude. His name was Carl. She says, "Help, Carl, help!"
It was
And
Shay
then,
Carl.
And then Carl didn't help. He just fucking walked away. So we keep on walking. We hear the yelling. The yelling is still happening. The fight is stopped.
Mm-hmm.
The yelling is still happening. The fight is about to start again. We are continuing walking. We already went around one corner. We took a right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we keep on walking about 100 feet. Take another right corner, and we're finally out of there. Now, it sounds like they're fucking following us because the noise, when you're basic physics, when you walk away from someone, the noise goes smaller when they're screaming.
Well, yeah.
You hear them less. That was not happening. We heard them more. So
They're teleporting.
we knew that they were going in the same direction as us.
Yeah.
Which was scaring the shit out of us. So we kept on going. Now
I don't know.
Now we're finally away from all the fighting. We have no idea why they were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And we then this other part of the story happens. I'll skip that and go back to it.
Mm-hmm. After
That part of the story, we end up driving back to where the location is. They're gone. No one's there. And it's weird. They disappeared. They disappeared in seconds after making the biggest fucking scene.
Yeah.
And
They were just a
then-
mirage.
You
what?
were hallucinating the whole time, Brett. It wasn't real.
They've been dead for
hold up.
30 years. Yeah,
What'd you say?
we said it was a mirage.
We said you were hallucinating. It was
It
all
was all a dream, dude. I was hallucinating. My fucking, speaking of hallucinating, my fucking Discord was lagging like crazy.
Yeah, ours, you were like cutting out, so it sounded like you were just pausing like 30 seconds in between every part.
No. So there's this area, a big a square. Have you guys actually no. But there's a big square of park surrounded by streets.
Mm-hmm.
You can see everything that's happening in the park, but it's a big park.
Mm-hmm.
We want to cut through the park, but my mom says a bunch of people literally have passed out here the other day or recently because of the just someone gave them bad drugs and everyone there took the drugs.
Yeah.
So we walk through, and you know like what's that one game where you're in like a mental hospital or something?
Oh, Outlast?
Outlast.
Yeah.
If you're going through the jail cell near the beginning of Outlast and there's just people fucking screaming
Yeah.
and you have to calmly walk through them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was like going through that park. We're walking. This crazy looking woman just walks straight past us. We don't mind no business. There's a squirrel with a hat on a trash bin.
That's amazing.
He stole the squirrel has stolen someone's hat and is camping out on the trash bin, not moving at all. But then it moves to look at us, so we know it's alive. It's not like a fucking dead or a statue or something.
Yeah.
We keep on walking. There's a dude on the bush smoking pot, like passed out.
Well, yeah. It's pretty normal.
We keep on walking. There's some dude with something on a piece of paper, passing it to another dude.
Mm-hmm.
We walk past this big building. Big, massive group of people just screaming. And I don't know. It was we walked away way faster because we weren't being followed like the last one. But these two guys, it was like it's kind of like if you see like a group of teenagers just kind of making a scene while not minding anyone else's business.
Yeah.
It's like that, but they're not. They're full grown adults. and they're screaming about how one of them borrowed $10 from him and then didn't give it back after like years.
You could basically.
So we get out of there.
You could take this whole story and.
What is up with this city? What's wrong with this town? Why?
I don't know.
And it's not. I'm not talking about New York City. I'm not talking about anywhere in New York. This was in where I'm from.
Yeah.
So it's just some small town. That's kind of city like. And there's just people fucking everywhere, just screaming.
You know, so all of that happened in one day.
It happened in 1 hour.
In an hour.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, first of all,
we saw a lot of things.
First
today.
of all, my city. I used to think my city was fucking. Oh, fuck, hold up. I'm trying to look for the right word. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, mine is too.
I thought it was fucking nuts. But now that I hear your fucking story, man, I could see that.
Dude. And
Holy shit.
the thing is, all we did was park, go to Ben and Jerry's, go into Circle, go back into the car, leave. We did like an hour and a half on the time, or an hour on our parking meter.
Yeah.
Because it's a town city, and we came back and it was 40 minutes left. So we were out of there like in 20 minutes, pretty much. And that all happened. It's a nut job. It's like a fucking nut house there.
Yeah.
Censor this out, but it's the city with. This. And it's crazy. Just beep out the fucking.
Just say it's a college
the
town.
It is college town, with the college of the place that is not. You know?
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's wacky, bro.
It's wonky over there. Like
what about
I've been
you
seeing a
guys?
lot. Oh, Roy, how about you go? Take the stage. Here's the mic.
I don't leave my house.
Have you not
You
left
don't
your
leave
house
your
today?
house?
No.
Don't you go to school, Roy?
Yeah.
It's summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't have anyone to hang out with.
Yeah, it's summer right now, but
Not
yeah,
today.
no.
Well, guys,
Chris, you went on an adventure.
Well, Roy, I have a solution to your problem.
Boy.
For today's
What?
sponsorship. Did you guys hear about livecams.com
No.
on Pornhub, guys? Play the music, guys. Live cams on Pornhub. If you're ever lonely, if you're ever just not feeling it, if you're ever just like, you know what? I want to jack off, but I want someone there. You can go to live cams on Pornhub, and you can meet whatever person you want, even a guy if you're into that.
This is the second
Guys,
time.
Even a guy, girl.
yes, you can go on there. So how about that, Roy? How does that sound?
I mean, I already do that, but
I don't know about you, but my name is Roy, and I go to this website every day. Every day.
I see.
Every
Yeah, I
hour.
it's probably the truth.
That is.
So yeah, that's our sponsorship for today. Live cams, Pornhub. I don't know what the fuck the website's called.
Do you guys have any interactions with any homeless people before?
Yeah, I mean,
Because I have one more.
I have.
Tell us your homeless
all right.
person story.
Well, it's not really much of like a you know, like a
crazy
big ass story.
story.
Yeah, it's not like a big ass story.
I got one really short one. Yeah.
Really? Well, okay. So I used to work for my uncle in a body shop before he closed it down to go work with somebody else. Excuse me. So basically, I was supposed to take care of the shop and make sure nobody goes in through the garage, or if somebody comes in, I take care of them and handle the business. And I was in the garage. I was just putting on some tunes on the fucking speaker, waiting for my uncle and my cousin to come back. And all of a sudden, outside, I see a homeless man screaming. Like he just had a quick little scream. He was like, ah! And then afterwards I was like, oh shit. So then I run outside. Well, I didn't run outside because I didn't really give a fuck. So I just stood up, put my water down, and walked outside casually. And I see this man, this shirtless man, just like walking around. And I was like, was that him who screamed?
Scream.
He looked perfectly normal, and he was approaching to the side of our shop, and he saw me, and I was like, hey, how you doing? And he just glared at me the whole time. And then he came up to me and he said, what do you guys do here? And I was like, oh, we repair cars. He's like, okay. And he walks away. And yeah, that's the end of that.
He just got so excited about your body shop.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
So what about you, Roy? What's your encounter with the homeless man?
I mean, in Hawaii, a homeless man slept in my backyard for a full day straight, and I think the police found him dead.
What the fuck? Okay. Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
That was it.
Bro. Hawaii's got some crazy stories. There's not much you can know about the homeless man that sleeps in your backyard. I mean, I had a baby deer sleeping in my backyard, a baby bunny sleeping in my backyard, but no homeless people. Now, it's hard to figure out where they go after they sleep in your backyard. But there's other stories of you in Hawaii. There has to be.
Yeah, there are. I mean, the park that's like right across the street from my my old house. There was a giant hole in the middle of like a big tube that's up in the sky because someone shot off a firework inside of it, and it melted it.
Oh my god!
Just a lot of drunk people on the military base, I guess. I'm trying to think of others. There's like,
didn't you get robbed?
No. Oh, so
jumped.
I had a friend. Like, I won't say his name.
Say his name, dude.
No.
Why not?
I mean, his name is just Kane, but I'm not gonna say anything else. But
his name is Staples.
But what is it? We went on vacation to come down to Florida to see my family again, because this is where they all are. And he decided to live in our house while we were on vacation. So he just like helped himself into the house. Yeah.
He just walked in without telling you guys.
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't
dude.
mind if I do. You know?
Yeah.
That's the move. If you're homeless, wait until someone leaves the house and then just get a house. That's what she meant.
Bro, if you're homeless,
if you want to live in someone's house, just wait till they leave. Lol.
Yeah, just get a house, man.
Just get a house.
Just get a house.
Just walk into the house and claim it.
Yeah, just get a house.
Just get a house.
You guys.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about this because this has been popping in my feed 24/7 on Instagram.
Yeah, what is it?
So, about the Area 51 fucking raid that's going to happen on September 20th. What are your thoughts?
I didn't even know that was happening.
Everyone is screwed. There's no way they're getting in. But
I feel like people might do it
if they is there any time recently in the last maybe 10 years where a group of people tried to raid a US restricted zone and just got fucking blocked completely or succeeded? You know, how did those, I want to figure out I want to see if there is any, how did those go out? How many people were there? And that's probably going to help us understand the answer to our question. But
I mean, first of all, I just got to say this. I know for sure there's going to be people going there just because. And I feel like the result's gonna be fucking... Well, I feel like they won't be able to go to the area where Area 51 is, but more they're gonna be blocked for the road to Area 51, like around some area.
They'll probably just.
I wonder. I think I don't know when the date was. I know they're saying it was happening.
September 20th.
September 20th, bro. I know what I'm doing once I get my permit. Even though I'm already 16, I just haven't got my permit yet. I know what I'm doing when I get my permit. I'm gonna get someone to drive with me or sit in the car. And I'm gonna just fucking drive to Area 51 and I'm gonna do an epic vlog. All right?
But
that's
the only
move.
Listen. I just gotta contradict you right there because like it's too hot in Nevada. Who the fuck's gonna fucking do that shit? Like
no one's gonna
okay.
do that with
Listen,
me.
I gotta admit this. All right. I hate the heat with a passion. I hate how hot it gets whenever I'm anywhere. If my bed's too hot, I hate it.
But you live in a volcano.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But like listen, my room gets way too hot and I'll get pissed and I'll open a window, turn on my fan and all that shit cuz I absolutely hate the heat. Yeah. And whenever it's cold, I love that shit. I don't know why. Like whenever it's cold, I'm just like, yeah, this feels nice.
Because
I like it.
When you're cold, you get sleepy. Now the thing is, it's shown in studies. I don't know which ones. I'll not find them later because I'm lazy. But yes. I've heard in studies that heat does not give you a good night's sleep, man. But when you're cold, it supports good rest. And yeah, it's great.
Well, like the only thing I don't like about the cold is that if it's too much, I have to wear something like hot, you know, like.
Yeah, I like being in the cold, but with like covered in blankets.
And like with the cold, right? With the cold, you could solve that shit easily, but with the heat, you have to like take time to like get like your body accustomed or
just put a shirt on wall.
Yeah, just put like stuff on and that's it, and you won't be that cold. You know?
Can be fucking perfect. You'll be dandy.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
what about you, Roy?
I like the cold. I hate hot heat, even though I'm in Florida, where it's like 90 degrees every single day.
Really?
It's also really muggy.
Well, yeah, I get it. What about? Yeah, but you know, like the heat is just disgusting. That's all I gotta say. It's rough on you and all that, you know.
Yeah,
so yeah,
of course.
So back to the Area 51 thing.
Yeah.
So how many people do you estimate might go there?
50.
I don't know, man.
Like
I would imagine not a lot of people would go because who the fuck lives near Area 51?
Not necessarily.
No one's gonna go all the way out of their way.
I know a bunch of people that are just willing to go the extra mile.
People are willing to go
Super
the extra
Mega
mile
went to play Pokemon Go.
I know, but they went as a trip, as an experience.
And
usually
anyone can plan
there's
ahead.
gonna be not a lot of hotels nearby, and they're gonna be packed. Like if a ton of people are going, you'll have to do the entire trip in one day. Because the hotels nearby are going to be packed. There's not a lot of hotels already, and there's already not a lot of rooms. But, who knows? Maybe.
All I'm saying is, they're going in with BB guns and coming out with the guns from Halo. They're coming out with the needlers.
Yes,
exactly.
I can see that. You know,
exactly.
I could see that happening. You're right, Roy. And I hope one of them are able to, you know, bring in, like, a fucking Darth Vader, because he's stuck in fucking Area 51. And that concerns me.
Jar Jar Binks is stuck in there, man. Sucks.
Yeah, man. We have to save Jar Jar Binks from fucking Area 51.
We have to save, you know, Ja, XXXTentacion. We have to save Tupac and Biggie. All those people, man. Now, the thing is, I saw a plan online. I guess that's the plan I'll find instead of finding factual evidence. This plan right here is to get all the useless people we don't like and get them at the front, while the Naruto runners and the people with big guns or whatever, they're gonna run around to the side, and then the people who we do like are gonna just sneak in through the back, and it'll be okay. Now, do you think this plan could possibly work? Because there is a lot of people we don't like who can take.
I don't think so, because like whenever it comes to like, you know, doing something with the government, I know this because of government class, which I hated with the passion.
I love government class.
But okay, liberal. Anyways,
okay, liberal. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. But with the government, if somebody's trying to overtake the government, there's a lot of people. I mean, like, I know this in government class, but it's not gonna happen because of how much the system has improved and how much security we have, and you know, but there's gonna be an army there. There's probably gonna be an army there stopping them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it'll actually work.
Like,
but
they're more than prepared. It's not like they're just gonna rush B and yeah, there you go.
Rush
You're
B.
in Area 51.
rush B.
But yeah,
Have people sneak in through mid, bro.
Yeah, like nobody's
Get
gonna be able
sniped
to
at A.
sneak in. Like the army's gonna be everywhere. Like you're not gonna be able to get in there.
For
So
real.
there's no way somebody's gonna be able to, you know, bypass the security and be able to, you know, get the shit.
Sorry.
Do you think that foreign governments, specifically Russia or China, are trying to find a way to get intel? Well, do you think they could possibly bring a spy with them just in case they enter Area 51?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Definitely.
in my opinion, if they reach Area 51, there will be a foreign spy with them who is going to know all the secrets of the United States military.
It's
And that's
very
going to
unlikely.
be very poo-poo pee-pee, you know?
It's very unlikely because like
They're not
why are
going
they
to
gonna
send...
send
succeed anyways.
why are they gonna send a spy for something so stupid? You know?
I mean, it's a
Like-
military
Man.
base where it wasn't the atom bomb made there, or wasn't.
I think
Something
it
was made there, and there's definitely something that's very bad in there that will probably ruin the world. But
Yeah.
that's probably why they don't want it out there
Mm-hmm.
in foreign enemy hands who will destroy the world.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, they're gonna
Sucks
be
big pee-pee.
they're gonna be so prepped. I'm just gonna tell you that. If you're gonna try and go there, please don't. You're obviously not gonna be able to go there, and you're gonna waste gas. It's gonna be a waste of time. No,
It's
I'm not part
definitely
of the
a waste of
government.
time.
The government is not pointing a gun at my head so that I could read these scripts. I got
Yeah,
on my
it's only us
fucking
who are doing
computer.
that.
Yeah, like don't go there. You're obviously not gonna succeed.
It's only us
Obviously.
who are going to Area 51 and also putting a gun to Chris's head.
Yeah, that too. So just don't go. It's gonna be a waste of time, you know. But if you want to go for it. I don't really give a fuck, but I'm just recommending not to go because it's gonna be a waste of time.
Now,
Yes.
now that we're done,
Yes.
I wanna pull this back. You know what's near Nevada?
What?
California. You know what's in California? LA. Now LA is known for a lot of homeless people, a lot of drug people. Time to pull this full circle. I'm gonna tell another story of my homeless interactions. I was an In-N-Out burger. I was gonna be picked up with someone because they wanted me to go get them food. Walk in, order the food, get the food, leave, they'll pick me up. Now, I leave In-N-Out with the food, and there's just a woman on a blanket, and she says, "Hey, Jesus." Of course, knowing as my name is Jesus, I turn around and see this
Hey,
woman
focus.
who is pointing directly at me. Now, I was a small child. I didn't know that homeless people could inject you with heroin at any moment and are armed to the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of stand there and let her talk to me. And she keeps on calling me Jesus, and she keeps on saying that I'll fix everything in this world. And then, since I'm just standing there watching this crazy woman, my sister, who wanted me to go and she was gonna pick me up, who was also with my mom, she rolls down the window of the car that she was nearby in, because I didn't know where she was, and just screams, "Brett, get the fuck out of there," or something like that. It's been a while, because I was a dumb child.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I just walk away, and she says, "Jesus, don't go." And that was the day when I figured out that I was told that was God themselves. And God was a crackhead woman, homeless person in LA. And she told me that I am the second coming of Christ.
We break.
Ain't that
We move on.
just the most beautiful story?
I'm trying to think of We interrupt this program for some breaking news. This is an intervention. Chris, you
Yes.
have never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay, listen, alright? I only watched a little bit of season 1
Yes.
of JoJo.
So this isn't.
But
the
my brother watched it. My brother watched the entire JoJo series because he uses my Hulu account and watches JoJo with it. I watched Stardust Crusaders a little bit just because I was downstairs just watching TV on my phone. But I didn't really care about it too much. All right? So that's my rant. That's my rant. Okay?
The Stardust Crusaders isn't the best one.
Stardust Crusaders is which part is that again?
That's the first one.
That's the first part. Now the first part, you need it for the lore. But if I was you and you didn't enjoy it, I'd say watch part 3. Maybe go back to part 1.
2.
Watch part 2. Go. I would just say watch part 3. I wasn't a big fan of 3 because I actually liked part 1 and 2.
Me too.
But if you don't like part 3, go to part 4. Watch part 4, then go back, and you'll see whether or not you watch or like the big JoJo men.
Yeah, me and Brett planned this out last night. We said that we were gonna make whole. Yeah, we did. We said that we were gonna make this whole episode like all about just trying to get Chris to go watch JoJo.
Listen, all right.
Now
the thing
homeless
is,
people
right,
are way more important in Area 51 than JoJo, but JoJo is quite far up my list of important things.
Yes.
Listen, guys. Listen. The thing about JoJo is, I'm not okay. I did watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z. I still do. I enjoy the series so much. I watched it a lot. The only problem is that JoJo, right?
Yeah.
I think I kind of got it spoiled too much. Because I know the ending to the first JoJo, the one on Netflix, and the one in Stardust Crusaders. I got spoiled both of them.
Oh, damn.
So, I think I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck's the point? Because, like, whenever I watch anime that, like, I get spoiled, I don't want to watch it.
Now,
alright?
the thing is with JoJo is there's multiple stories in JoJo. Each part is a completely different story. You can be spoiled for part 1 and 3, and you'll still love part 2. Honestly, for me, I'm glad you didn't get spoiled for part 2, because part 2 is one of my favorites.
It's the best one.
It's the best one.
In part 1, I saw, like, in the first JoJo, you know, I saw that, what's it called? That Joseph, I mean, not Joseph, fucking, what the fuck's his name? Jonathan, yeah.
Joestar.
I saw Jonathan died because of, what the fuck's his name? Dio. Yeah. And I saw that, like, they cut off his head, and afterwards he was holding his head and he died in the fire. I was like, really? What the fuck's the point of watching this anymore? And I saw in Stardust Crusaders that Jotaro killed Dio, and I was like, okay. So then what the fuck's the point of watching everything then?
I think
Now,
I'm gonna censor both
the thing
of those spoilers.
Is, with part 1 and 3 specifically, the bad guy is the Dio. But all the other parts, no dio.
No Dio.
Almost
No deal. Other than the part 6, I think, in the manga.
I mean,
but that part 6 not even out yet. So
I've been trying to get back into anime is the thing, and I have a lot of watch lists. Like I just finished one with Brett and Beans. It's called The Promised Neverland. It's really good. It's a
I'm
really good
excited
anime.
to see where the second season.
Yeah,
will
season
end up.
2. Season 2. I'm hyped for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have other lists. Let me check. Yeah. I'm rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds because that was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. I'm rewatching Erased because I needed to understand it more. And because I didn't watch it when it came out, I'm watching Darling in the Franxx, and I never got it spoiled. So I was like, you know what? Why not?
I don't watch
And-
anime even. Just watch JoJo. Go on.
Now, the thing is, here's my list of animes that I'm currently watching. JoJo, because part 5 isn't finished yet, so I get to see one episode pretty much every Friday. That's why the JoJo Friday meme exists. Ghost Stories dubbed, which is one of the most funniest animes I've watched. Naruto, which the original Naruto, which I'm trying to finish so I can watch Naruto Shippuden, however it's pronounced, so that I can get the full Scream XXX Tentacion Scarlord Scream rapper style ever.
I'm gonna say something
And
that
I can be the
everyone will
best.
hate.
I can replace XXX Tentacion's place. And I need to watch. I watched 100 episodes of One Piece, and then I stopped watching it for years, and I forget everything. So I'm gonna rewatch One Piece. Same thing with My Hero Academia. I think I reached the end of season 2, but then I haven't watched it in forever, like since season 2 was finished. So I'm gonna go and rewatch that one too. And other than that, animes for weebs.
I've been trying to watch One Piece, but seeing how many episodes there are is
It's
really
intimidating.
like,
It's
yeah, it's intimidating. Like there's 1,105 episodes, and a bunch of people been telling me, like every time I ask about One Piece, they're like, "Oh, you have to watch it. You have to watch it." But I don't have the time to always watch it, unless of course I get a second monitor, because like I could just be like playing a game and then One Piece is in the background or something like that. Because like I like to watch my shit in the background a lot. Except The Promised Neverland and like short animes, because like each episode is relevant to the plot. You know, like the 12 episode kind of series kind of shit. And with like One Piece or something like that, there's bound to be a shit ton of filler.
Oh, it's all
There is.
filler.
I've watched when I was watching One Piece a while ago, there was only 700 episodes out, and I reached 100 and I was like, great, now now I'm 1/7 down, and I said, wait a second, I've been watching this anime for like a month and I'm only 1/7 down. I have to watch this shit for like 7 months, and I just dropped it. And I kind of regret dropping it because I probably could have fucking finished it in that 7 months. So, but then I would also need to keep up at the current day. So, at the same time, I'm glad I didn't continue watching it, but I'm also not glad that I can't watch the newest episodes, because I know a lot of people who do. Also, speaking of fucking One Piece and JoJo, I was at a restaurant when visiting my brother in college. I don't think he goes to that college anymore. But we were in South Carolina, and I go to a little food place, a restaurant, a very small restaurant, and I'm watching JoJo. I think it was part 3, where they're the beginning of part 3 when they're on that boat. And the waitress walks up, and she's like this girl with like dyed hair and like one of those nose rings that like that looks like they're like for bowls. And when she sees my phone for a second, and she says, "Hey, is that One Piece?" I said, "No, it's JoJo," and she just walks away. she instantly walks away without saying a word. It was hilarious how embarrassed she was. Shit, I just peeked my mic. It was hilarious how she got so embarrassed over the fucking simple ass mistake like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, JoJo is beta. I mean, JoJo is alpha male material, alpha male show,
Yes.
anime. While One Piece is the main character is skinny boy. That is beta. That is so incredibly beta, and I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. So maybe she was in her right to instantly walk away while we were ordering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. And I mean, listen. I'm just waiting for fucking The Promised Neverland season 2. That's all I'm really hyped for. But I'm trying to watch this one called certain magical index and a certain scientific railgun. I'm trying to watch those two. But to be honest, after I saw like the reviews for Railgun, I was like, what? Like, is this really that bad? Because when I first saw Index, the first one, I was like, alright, this is pretty cool. But then when I saw fucking Railgun and I saw some reviews as well, I was like, oh, this is fucking terrible. But I don't know if I should come back to watching it, because I think it might, like, bring back the spark I had with, like, enjoying, like, anime, you know? Like, not get... Yeah, you know.
Speaking of bringing back the spark of joy, I've actually been doing a lot of new shit recently. I stopped gaming for like a year now.
How could you?
I stopped gaming for like a year because I didn't have any games I enjoyed. I stopped using my Xbox One because, you know, my Xbox One is nearly dead at this point, and it's impossible to get it started. And I do PC game a little, but I don't have that many games on my PC because I'm poor right now and don't have a job. Now, my Switch, I just don't have any new games because that same exact reason. And even though I already have a couple of games on that, it's just not any that are very replayable for me right at the moment. Now, I found a free game yesterday, and I've been really enjoying it. Now, as a massive fucking weeb nerd, I've been playing League of Legends. Now, League of Legends is it's weird because I didn't have any feelings towards League of Legends. I knew it existed. I hated Dota 2. I played Dota 2 because it was on Steam. I tried it out for a little while, and I was like, this is absolute garbage. And I also had no idea what I was doing. And then I got a couple of friends who were actually on the League of Legends team at my school, I think. And they showed me how to play, and I was actually enjoying the game, and I was also really fucking good for my first time playing, and I fucking won every single game. And honestly, that's pretty poggers. But when it comes to me actually playing video games, I can see myself starting to play video games again, and just like not only League of Legends but other games that haven't been playing for a while. And you know, there's games like GTA 5 that I haven't played since I was very young, and I've been looking back at those days, and I've been like, wow, I really miss these days when I used to play, you know, GTA 5, because I was in a motorcycle club in that game, and it was a massive motorcycle club, and I'm looking back at those days, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I haven't been gaming that much recently. And it's more just I miss those people who I used to play with. So I went back to GTA 5 for a little while, and I've been having a fun time just doing some gaming recently. So I think I'm going back into my role as a gamer.
I really just wanna, you know, go back into my competitive routes. Because back then I wasn't casual at all. Now I'm pretty casual because, like, you know, I just finally, you know, reached top tier in this one game.
What game?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
I've been playing that game for like 2 years, and all I was doing was just playing casually. But my cousin's husband was sorry. He showed me like these like strategies and all that. He showed me all these YouTubers. And you know how people like get into games and they're new, and then somebody shows them something and like, oh, all right, I'll check them out, and they never check them out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually was really interested because I actually played the game for a while now. So I went into that and I saw like, you know, how much fun I could have like with the strategies, because all I had in my deck was like, you know, like just random cards that I thought were powerful, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But later on down the line, I was like, oh, so if I put a rare card in there, it's not because... No, listen, if I put a rare card in there, I used to think, wow, that's a terrible card. But then afterwards, I started thinking up of like strategies and like how they connect, and then linking each card together and just being like, okay, so if I play this, I could play that, and blah, 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 blah. And for a year straight, I started playing on the ladder. I started climbing up the ladder. And just a couple months ago, I finally reached the top tier of the whole ladder. I reached King of Games. And from that point on, I was like, wow, I actually did it. Like, I finished a competitive game.
Mm-hmm.
So from that point on, I didn't get competitive with any kind of game at all, because I was pretty satisfied with the game I was really competitive in.
Yeah.
But I really want to get back into the competitive scene again, because I just got my new PC and I really want to, you know, try competitive. Like, I didn't build this PC for like competitive use at all. It's definitely not a PC I want to use just for gaming, because that's fucking retarded. And but I still want to try competitive. So I got Rainbow, and when I get my video card, which also is not purposely used for for gaming. I'm not mainly using it for gaming, but when I finally get my video card, I'm gonna be able to, you know, play Rainbow with Soviet, and I plan to become more competitive in that game, and, you know, climb the ladder with Soviet and have like some kind of crew I could do this with this time. Because back then I did it all by myself, but this time I want to be in like a competitive game I can work with people on, like a whole crew.
Yeah, I want to get into playing Rainbow Six Siege too, but when it comes to gaming and stuff, I want to try streaming. Streaming would probably be cool when it comes to gaming stuff. So if I were to play, you know, Rainbow Six Siege when I buy it, it's not that expensive. How much is it? You guys?
I think it's like $60 now. I got it for 19.
Well, when I buy it, I might stream it or something. I might stream some League or something soon. But when it comes to stuff like that, I just want to start trying to do streaming in competitive games, because that's usually competitive games are the ones that will do the best on streaming. You know, Minecraft, even though it's growing, it's because mostly on Twitch at least, is because, you know, Minecraft Mondays and stuff, and SMP Live and all those big servers like that. But when it comes to games like, you know, Fortnite, you know, I'm not gonna fucking stream that. There's no way in hell I'm gonna stream Fortnite.
Yeah.
But League of Legends and stuff. When I first wanted to become a streamer, like maybe a year ago, I was playing a bunch of small games, a bunch of indie games. There was no Fortnite I was playing. There was no SMP I was involved in. There was no League of Legends I used to play. I used to think, how the hell could this League of Legends game be at the top before Fortnite came out? And after a while, you know, now that I'm finally playing League of Legends, I might possibly even stream it. And Rainbow Six is also doing really good on Steam too, so I might also play that too. Probably be a good idea.
Yeah, I've just been playing a lot of casual, and I was like, you know, that's just kind of a pussy thing for me to do because of how competitive I used to be back then. Because when I was casual, I just got like games like Super Hot, Sonic Mania, and all that shit. Nothing really competitive where like you can like climb the ladder. But now, when I started playing CS:GO, I was like, I actually want to try and get competitive with this. And I played one match of competitive and saw how much I sucked ass. So that's what I'm really worried about. What I'm really worried about is just, sucking ass in like a competitive game and just getting way too addicted to it.
Yeah.
As well.
Spending a lot of time on it in gaming. Gaming is the biggest time waster of all time, but it's enjoying the play. That's the thing.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That's the worst part.
Yeah,
it's one of the best.
To it.
It's one of the best entertainments because you can play it, but it's also one of the most addictive entertainments that you can do.
Yeah,
because it just goes on.
But yeah, I still do want to get into competitive. So when I finally get my video card, I need to assemble a crew for like Rainbow. So if you get Rainbow, you can be in the crew. Like it's gonna be me, Soviet, you, Cameron from
Camden,
Double D.
yeah.
And
is it Cameron? I've been calling him Camden this whole time.
No, it's Cameron.
Oh shit.
And Bingus.
Bingus,
Yeah,
the Naruto man.
Maybe Bingus, because like
the man
Bingus,
with the Naruto head.
Because like Bingus doesn't really get on PC that much, so I can't really play with him, So yeah.
Huh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you, Roy? What do you think about
you, Roy?
competitive?
What do you think about
scene?
competitive gaming?
I'm not very competitive, like at all. Just in general.
That's because you're beta.
Yeah.
Got him. Got him.
I think this is a good time to end the podcast.
I was gonna say, we should probably cut it short for this one.
I guess
I think,
we're gonna
I
cut
think
it
this is
short.
a good enough length. Sorry,
This
guys,
is
if we
a
didn't. Sorry if we
short-
didn't have much to talk about.
Short little episode today.
Yeah.
But that's
just a little
fine
bit about
because
gaming.
we've covered a lot of topics today. We've talked about the homeless. We've talked about gaming. We've talked about anime.
JoJo.
And we've talked about Area 51. JoJo is an anime that goes into the category, you fool.
It's separate.
Yes.
So anyways, before I end the podcast,
like, comment, and subscribe, and listen to every single podcast episode. Oh shit, there's a train coming. Choo choo.